Today we are doing a reaction video on something I saw a few days ago from Antonio Talks. It's called Japanese Twitter is Insane. Let's get into this video and see what I be cackling about, because online is a funny place. People really show who they are online, not in person, because that's scary.
So Twitter recently added a new feature to its app that in a sense could bring the world together, but in reality it seems to be doing the opposite. They added a auto translate feature.
Okay, so hear me out. Twitter new name is X, and we are now in a year 10. And me, being a pirate in the Caribbean that like free shit, I be looking for the pot of gold. X is a gold mine, trust me. Because language does either divide people or bring people closer together. It's a constant flow of push and pull, and you just don't have to be resistant to it. We all are here online to learn. Nobody knows everything because the truth has been hidden from us for quite a while now, and now everybody conversating. So there is going to be tension.
For example, me tweeting in America, that tweet can now pop up on a German person's feed and will automatically be seen in the German language. Now, as y'all can see by the title of today's video though, Japanese Twitter, they've been wild. Translated from Japanese, and it's one of the most racist tweets you ever read. Whoa, and this isn't an exaggeration. So right here it says translated from Japanese. You can click show the original and that's how it looks. We're gonna show the translation. It says, why do black women shake their butt? I wanna know. I hate that, but without exception, including my friends, they all shake their butts. My friends who are European-born Africans, my friends who are
You know the saying, when you got something flaunted, well, they got ass, so they shaking it. It's as simple as that, fam.
African diplomats stationed in Europe, and the Africans from the Middle East, all of them, African women, when they drink alcohol, just thrust their butts outward and shake them wildly no matter what. I'd also like to know, as a side note, how men feel when they get their butts shaken at them. So some
Okay, being a Caribbean man, we know we love ourselves some ass shaking. And I is one of them. That's why I married a dancing girl, because I want ass shaking in my house. I don't want to go outside to watch some ass shaking. But it feels mighty fine, my friend. Mighty fine. Oy, oy.
people that come across this tweet, they may think that this is harmless or they are genuinely curious. But no, these are the type of dog whistle and microaggressions that us black people deal with. What you have to notice is that most of the time, anything that black people do, it is always demonized. Twerking, we may have modernized it over here in America, but that is
because we out here still calling ourselves black. We need a new term. It's 2026, you know? I already mentioned year 10. Yo, they're supposed to be like new beginnings and shit. We need to get under one common umbrella of understanding. The word black has been demonized over and over again. We even have this thing in Dutch called zwart rijden. Riding while black. Oh gosh, anyway. Let's get back to the video.
it's a cultural tradition dating back to the motherland. It's a harmless dance. It's great exercise. And as a man of culture, I love me some twerking. But anyways, man, they was on his ass in the reply.
And you have to look at twerking this way as well. Think of it as a mating dance, you know. A woman dance attract man. And you can even see it in the realm of peacocks. Man shine the beautiful feathers and attract woman for the woman to come. And for me, I think that racism is just another form of peacocking. You know, if you say something is inferior, people going to start thinking is inferior and they ain't going to want to touch it. That's just my thought.
Somebody said, I worry about the women's underwear vending machines, the women-only carriages on the subway, the fact that all smartphones must have audible camera clicks, or why middle school girl uniforms are so popular in erotica first. Prior to this tweet,
Yeah, fam. That shit is weird. That's weird.
Never knew that Japan had this going on. I did a quick Google search and I looked up, does Japan have a problem? Yes, Japan has a significant underreported sexual violence problem, often described by activists as a hidden crisis. While official statistics indicate low crime rates, government surveys have shown that approximately 1 in 14 to 1 in 13 women in Japan experience forced sexual intercourse. Over 95% of victims do not report assaults to police. That is, oh my goodness. Someone replied, "Is this it?" And as you can see, it's a video of a gorilla, you know, whatever. And they replied, "That's it." So yeah, okay, this nigga is a racist piece of shit.
Or even the monkey have asked to shake. Well, you asked me. But I ain't gonna lie, I be watching like Red Note and those type of things, and I be seeing you starting to put in the work with all those squats and those leg butt exercises and things. Don't worry, boy. Are your gluteus going to be maximizing just like we women?
And to add on another thing, right? On Twitter, sometimes people will rage bait you to make money. And you can notice this if they have a blue check mark. This account doesn't have a blue check mark. They are like, this is just how they really feel. Okay, this isn't rage bait. They aren't trying to make any money. This is just how they really feel. Right here, someone replied, "Your perspective might be a bit base, you know. This so-called twerking dance isn't just tied to a specific race. It's heavily influenced by culture and music. For example, in dancehall or Afrobeat genres, those kinds of dance moves are just a normal part of how things heat up and get the crowd going. Plus, when people have a few drinks, they loosen up and their dancing gets more uninhibited. That's a thing in every country. And it just might be that it caught your eye by chance. It's totally natural to feel uncomfortable watching it as an observer, but instead of assuming everyone's like that, it'll probably feel more fitting to see it as a difference in culture or vibe." This clown replied, "Don't come at me with AI generated drivel. Go shake your ass instead, you savage." So yeah, we know what type of guy this dude is. Now right here we have a tweet that absolutely set Twitter on fire, man. As you can see, it says, translated from Japanese, "The number of encounters with black people in my neighborhood is steadily increasing. Their skeletal structure and the way their muscles are built are on a completely different level from Japanese people. I'm slim, so if I get pinned down, it'll be over in seconds." I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry, I never imagined that violence.
So, inside of their eyes, we're just muscular sex fiends that just out here trying to ravish them. I don't know, but weird. It's weird.
From a foreigner would climb the ranks in my predictions for my own cause of death. I couldn't have pictured that even a few years ago. Things change when you least expect them to. There is so much to unpack in that tweet. For one, this nigga is fantasizing about getting panned down by a big black dude. No pause. Because
Oh god. Nobody. That shit funny.
that's what he's literally thinking. The nigga said, "I'm so slim, so if I get pinned down, it'll be over in seconds." First of all, nigga, go get your weight up then if that's what you fearing. For two, why is your first thought that you'll get pinned down by a black person? You know?
You need to see a counselor. Because something going on in that brain that you don't want to admit to yourself. Okay? See someone. Seek help.
That's why I be telling y'all that propaganda, man. And once again, y'all, this isn't a goddamn like rage bait tweet. He doesn't even have a check mark. Someone replied, "You're describing us like we're an infantry of big Randy disciples." They said, "Nigga describing us like we're vulture mice." I never watched the show, but I know they are
guys.
from
I watched Invincible. I watched the first season. I ain't get to the second one or the third yet. But the Vultramites is basically a group of aliens that come from away, super strong Superman figures, and their job is to basically find out a world's weaknesses and exploit it from the background, take over, inbreed with the people, those type of things, you know? If anyone is coming to invade, it wouldn't be we. Look at what your eyes see. Have you taken a propaganda at propaganda? You know, just look, listen,
invincible, right? Japanese niggas more scared of black people than the people that nuked them twice. Oh man, what, bro? I say this all the time, man. This isn't just the Japanese people. We see anti-blacks worldwide, and the way these folks think about us and they fear us, you would think that we did all the things that white people or Europeans did to the world: colonize, drop nuclear bombs, take land. Like, no, we didn't do any of that. Shit like this makes me scared.
To me, inside of my eyes, every war is a biological war because you are attacking a biological body, whether it is a body of water, a body of earth, a body of humans. Still a body.
To travel the world as a black man. Bro, I'm demoralized just for having darker skin. These guys think we want to kill them, when the actual race who actually nukes them twice and commit the most crimes in their country don't get this type of treatment. It's sad. Literally, bro, that's all we be saying, dog. It's like a lot of this shit may seem like jokes, and it may seem like, oh, it's just funny, ha ha ha. But at the end of the day, bro, a lot of us have feelings. We see stuff like this, and it's like, damn, we be chilling. Most black people that I know, they fuck with Japan. They love the culture, you know what I'm saying? They love anime. They show so much love to it. And then you see stuff like this, and it's like, what the, you know what I'm saying? But I came to this realization like a couple years ago. Obviously not everyone, but the original thought around black people is like, they ain't really cool with us. So I you know, it's sad.
Black people don't matter at all. You see, even the scientists can't understand black matter. So you think all you matter? Not at all, fam. Not at all. And we don't control the narrative. It's the ones that control the media companies control the narrative. It's as simple as that. Because people learn about the external world through art and news. And we don't control our own art. And we don't control what news is being told about us. It's as simple as that.
Say, and I hate that I gotta be like this, but I don't really idolize nobody at this point unless they black. Even I don't try
Don't idolize nobody, fam.
to idolize other black people, but it's just so many cases of, you know, of these TV stars, movie stars coming out being racist. It's always in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, this nigga fuck with me? Do he not? So now someone replies, stop letting Twitter shape your perception of real life, G. This is a debate that I do see a lot. They be like, oh, social media isn't a real place, or Twitter, you know, this isn't how people really feel. But I beg to differ that this is how people truly feel. I think social media is a way for them to express how they, you know, how they actually come out. In real life, a lot of these people, they too scared to express how they really feel. And the way I see it is like, you know, when a person gets drunk, they actually start to let out how they feel. I think Twitter and social media is a way for people to express how they actually come across. So, you know, people be like, oh, racism not real. They only act like this online. Well, they may be lying your face and playing your face, but this is how they actually think about you. You know what I'm saying? And most racists, they're going to be scary to tell you how they really feel. But
Exactly. I had an incident with one of my former bosses when I was coming back to my country. When I came to the company, he asked me like, why would I leave my country? It's so tropical, so sunny. It's like a paradise. But when I told him that I was leaving the job to go back to my country, he's like, why would you even go back there? There's no money to be made. What? Before you was calling it a paradise, so it's a paradise for you, but it's a struggle for the locals. It's kind of funny, you know?
on a place online, they can, you know, actually tell you the truth. So, and this tweet right here says it perfectly. He says, you got to stop caring what racists think is friend. Be vigilant, but 99% of the time, racists won't physically harm you because it mostly comes from a place of inferiority. Wear your blackness proud. Don't let anyone make you scared. Hey, so this is another tweet from a Japanese person, and it's a reply. I get it. Even in my neighborhood or on the train, there's definitely more of them around. And above all, their bills are just on another level. Yo, what the fuck is up with these niggas, bro? The moment I see one, I think no matter how you slice it, there's no way a Japanese person can stand up to that. Even the women, even if their height is about the same, have this thickness and weight class vibe that's from another world entirely. What the fuck?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The creator had favored we people because our body be on point. Yo, if you watch one of my animation videos, it will explain I had abs just for existence. Like, I never really used to work out or anything like that, but my body is just naturally toned. Can't help it. I think it's like the sexy gene or something, you know? My family was honored. Highly favored.
I think that one punch from them might just kill me on the spot. It's so terrifyingly. I can hardly stand it. What in the fuck? Someone said, Jesus Christ, this sounds so weird, like some kind of fetish. Seek help, bro. Someone said, many of these accounts are racist foreigners trying to push an agenda by pretending to be Asian and being racist online. I hope that this is the case, and this is not how some of these people feel. Hey, somebody said, me coming over to kill you at one point. There were some sensible Japanese people in the comments though. Someone said, not everyone bigger than you is automatically a bad guy. Duh, LOL. People like that probably couldn't care less about you. What a weird way of thinking. Creepy. Like, for real, dog. They said the scariest thing about this is the fact that actually white people are the ones that are doing the most raping, you know? This is another
Everywhere, in every country, even their own, especially here in the Caribbean, even though we choose not to talk, because you have to be a mumu to talk the truth, you know? I hope they don't ban me this carnival season because I is the king of the mumus.
from a Japanese person. He says, the black folks who come to my shop are always grinning, cheerful type. They hang out at the nearby family restaurant, but they're scary. I mean, just a back.
So even when we're happy and grinning, are you scared of that? I am confused. Wouldn't you want people like that into your society instead of somebody that's uptight walking with a stick up the ass telling you what to do and how you should be as living beings? I don't know. Maybe it's something you should think about.
Candid compliment. What was the point of you typing up all that positive shit if you and this is how a lot of black people are treated, right? There is a whole thing where a lot of black people, black Americans, when they go to court, they wear glasses. The men, they'll wear glasses to try to come off as less aggressive, you know, just themselves. I've seen so many stories of black men just being like, I try to shrink myself sometimes when I'm in these environments of non-black people. I don't try to come off as threatening. And like you see, bro, people are grinning, cheerful, and you're still scary. I'm a smaller black dude, so I mean, I don't really get things like this. I have dreads though, and you know.
You have what now? You have locks, partner man. And why you say we have locks is because your brain is the key. It's just to remember lock, key. You know? Think about it.
You sometimes can see little shit. Please think it through and tell me exactly what you're afraid of. Are you scared like an ignorant child just because of skin color? What's so scary about brown? Isn't it obvious that black people are the same humans as Japanese people? The only difference between Japanese and them is appearance. Seriously, that kind of thinking is so ridiculous and stupid. I can't even comprehend it. Being able to see translations of people saying, yeah, I've only had positive interactions with black people. In fact, they usually seem happy, but they're scary. It's so disheartening and ridiculous that it circled back into being funny. All they did was be cheerful. Man, I'm telling you. Hey, I love that my folks stay on their neck with this one, but you worship the white who literally double nuked you. Right here we have another tweet that went crazy viral. It said, Nigerians holding a massive barbecue in Japan, lighting fires without permission by the riverbank, leaving trash scattered everywhere. Apparently it's being used as a promotional video to lure more of their compatriots. For the
A promotion video to lure more niggas to the cookout. Oh gosh, but I ain't gonna lie now. We do be doing too much sometimes, but just like clean up after yourself, you know? Well, that's assuming if they didn't do it.
Japanese people clean up afterward with tax money and volunteer work. It's nothing but a huge nuisance. This kind of cultural fiction, enough is enough, right? So right here we see, I guess, they're in Japan. And I mean, they're just having, you know, just having a good time. I don't know if they left a mess. I don't know what happened. Okay.
I see some Japanese people in there too enjoying we food them, you know.
It would look like a barbecue or something, so a cookout. So, I mean, yeah, obviously there's going to be some mess that you have to clean up, but they're not doing nothing but just having a good time. I don't see the problem. Someone replied, if we don't stop the influx of these guys with intelligence below that of monkeys right now, Japan is going to be in serious trouble. And right here they have a picture, IQ 65, basically trying to say black people have low IQs and a gorilla has a higher IQ. You know what I'm saying? Like we done, like they say that y'all have the same
What have the high IQ people done for you lately? Huh? I just want to know, what have the high IQ people done for RU. Because I see the high IQ people destroying RU land, pumping poison into food products for all you to eat, destroying all your mental capacity to think critically, because common sense is very uncommon these days. Everything is machine learning, like you are robots. Just words I throwing out there, because words don't have meaning in 2026 when it should.
Hear you, bro. I need y'all to come up with something else. It seems that the average IQ of Nigerians is 84, which by Japanese standards falls into the borderline intellectual functional range. It's not quite intellectual disability, but it's a level where difficulties can arise in daily life. You can't judge people solely by their IQ, but when living a social life in Japan, there might be cases where they can't understand social norms like garbage disposal rules, etc. This isn't discrimination, it's just pointing out facts. If that's what they got from that video, is just crazy to me. As expected, people with dark skin have no morals, huh? And it's just crazy, man. Like,
Wait, they don't have no morals for having a cookout outside. Doesn't. Oh gosh. Not saying like a boatload of the women and girls in our society. I ain't gonna lie, we have some of that problem inside of our communities here in the Caribbean because slavery. And monkey see monkey do until monkey get a clue.
we keep stating, people will say this about black people but have no smoke for the people who nuke their country, constantly rape their women. I mean, bro, let me get off this story. Yeah, y'all. I mean, it's Twitter. What can we expect? Obviously, I know that all Japanese people aren't like this, but this is just another example of how global anti-blackness is. Japan has very few black people there, but this is the perception they have of us. This is because of propaganda, literally. But look, if y'all want to see something similar to this, go check out my
In this day and age, we even understand that black people don't like black people. And why black people don't like black people is because it's rooted in the language that we speak on a daily basis. I will give a simple explanation in my family. My grandmother had love her children, but she was one of those people that they call high color, white passing here in the Caribbean. There's a bunch of different terms for it. Mulatto, mixed race, this, that, same thing. My uncle was telling me a story. She called her son a picky-headed black nigger. He know it didn't come from a place of malice because that's his mother. She's taking care of him. This is the woman that loves him and makes sure he's clothed, fed, educated, all that. That was his foundation. So he didn't see it as anything bad. That's his mother. But now, if you bring those type of talks into this common understanding of how we view the English language, you will look at it like, oh shoot, ma, don't talk to me like that. That's self-hate. Look at it this way. There's architects of languages, like groups of people that decide this is good and this is bad. And they have decided the word black is bottom of the barrel, non-existent, So while you call yourself black, they're already saying that you don't matter. And as children of black matter, they're not going to understand you because they're busy trying to study how to get lighter and hide from the sun at the same time. But that's just my point of view from my little rock in the Caribbean. Racism is just a different form of peacocking. Being a billionaire is just a different form of peacocking. Trying to tell we people them that we are inferior, so we would go out there and genetically annihilate ourselves out of existence. That's just my thought. Where my tin hat be, bye? Bye until next time.
I'm sorry, this needs to be said, but when you see those videos talking about how Japanese people are so polite, they're so nice, That's propaganda. In order to survive on this godforsaken island, you need to understand it's not that Japanese people are somehow more polite than other ethnicities, it's that they're fake as fuck. And I'm Japanese, I can say that.
I love Japan, but I love Jamaica more than Japan because Jamaica fit me more. You know, Jamaican people more have vibes, attitude, and love to talk to people. You know, more positive vibes to me to can fit me more. Yeah, that's why I feel comfortable when me to Jamaica.